The Best Hawaii, presented by Hawaiian Telcom.
Everybody asks, like, how did you get the name Rainbow Drive?
Hi.
Hi.
We've known each other a very long time, and it's always great to see you.
Nice to see you.
So I know this story, but I wanted you to share it with others. Tell me about the beginning of cooking and culinary for you.
Actually, there was the beginning of cooking for me. You know the story about how picky an eater I was, right? That I grew up only wanting to eat like corn, peas, and tomatoes. And so number one, I was a picky eater. And my mom wanted me to be a doctor. And I said, Mom, I cannot handle blood. So I think of her every time I'm butchering and covered in blood. You know? So being a picky eater, being covered in blood all the time, that wasn't a good thing. But actually, I started off as a dishwasher. I became a busboy. I became a waiter. I became a host. I became everything in the restaurant in the front of the house. Even became a restaurant manager before I could flip an egg. And so one day, somebody from Kapiolani Community College came and said, "Do you see that cook behind the line there?" He says, because he had asked me what I wanted to be. I said, food and beverage manager. So you see that cook behind the line? He can run circles around you because you know nothing about food. You know a lot about the front of the house, but you know nothing about food. So I recommend you go back to school and learn the cooking part if you want to be a good food and beverage manager. And so I enrolled in food service management at Kapiolani Community College back when it was on Pensacola Street. My first class was called Code Food Pantry and Baking. I was making, well, first of all, besides being a picky eater, I'm telling you honestly the truth when I say I thought bread came out of a package and salad dressing came out of a bottle. You know, the Tropics French dressing. Okay, I never knew you could make these things from scratch. And so the purpose was to get into cooking to become a better food and beverage manager.
Wow.
The thing is, I got turned on so much that I just kept going from one job to the next, kind of like bettering my education in the kitchen, and I loved it so much I never left.
When did you realize that you had a knack for creating delicious food?
I don't know, you never think like that. I don't think like that. You make something and you hope people like it, right? But you don't make something in the beginning and says, oh, you're gonna love this is great, right? In fact, when you make something, and first it's your family and friends, and they go like, wow, this is so awesome, right? And you see their face when they take the first bite. Then I know I'm onto something, right? But you never say, hey, kid, you're gonna love this.
This is gonna be amazing.
No, you want them to say that on their own. Yeah?
Tell me how your mom influenced you in your life and your career.
Well, my mom had the courage to take my sister and I from Japan to pursue that American dream and move to Hawaii when I was 5 years old. And she left Japan without her then husband, my father, and just took me and my sister, and we lived up on Lilia Street with his parents, my grandparents. My mom is a good cook. My Chinese grandfather was a good cook. And so one of the things that I teach in the restaurant is if I reduce cooking down to its most simplest thing, it's seasoning, how much salt you put in your food. I would have to say that my grandfather and my mom, what seasoning they put on their food, you didn't need salt or soy sauce on the table. That I got that from them. Because everyone has a salt tolerance level, and everyone has their preference for how much salt or how much seasoning. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And my mom doesn't cook by recipe. So when I watch her cook, it's all by feel.
Oh.
I try to get the recipe written down, but sometimes it's really hard because she just throws everything inside there.